Everybody say, say, how can I express my gratitude for all the many things you've done for me? Words are not enough, to say thank you. So Lord, you are my everything. You're my everything. How can I express my gratitude? How can I express my gratitude for all the many things, Father, you done for me, yeah. Words are not enough to say thank you. So Lord, you are, you're my everything. See, I call you Zion. Lord, my provider. I call you Nisi.
This is our world. Here we are in our community. There are the laws. There are the regulations. We have BWF Solicitors. BWF Solicitors, experts in all aspects of the law, family law, civil litigation, all immigration and nationality issues, representation in court, marriage and divorce. We pride ourselves to give you excellent legal services and follow through till we get you the right result and decisions. That is our mutual satisfaction. We have a team of excellent qualified solicitors and support team to help you every step of the way. Our senior partner with over 30 years of unbroken service to the community is a member of the Family Law Panel and has advised several lawyers and institutions in many legal matters. He is qualified to practice both in the UK and in Ghana. Come to us. Speak to us. Let us represent you. We are your trusted community partners when it comes to the law. Locate us on the 4th floor of the Anna House, 214 to 218 High Road at Seven Sisters in North London, N15 4NP. Nearest train station, Victoria Line to Seven Sisters Station, exit number 2. We are open for all consultations from Monday to Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Weekends by appointment only. Call us now on 0208 493 7340 or 077 127 61884. BWF Solicitors, your trusted legal partner.
Nice one. What's why every and Santa Dana Hamilton and my meditations. Anyway, Mobia Subio official apartment. This will be a whole year and a pay. It's a medical catch and patch every more mobile person by a question on number and the may use to get the details 0777195089. So person quiz Libya 07771950989. So the meet me and your details anyway, so person journey along the line in the program so number between you 02081334646 02081334646 02081331134 into your corner Abesha City D and Commodore. It's one so questions, I say, yeah, for the hour frame, and I am here how far. Good morning, Eunice. That's saying.
Good morning, brother Nat. Fashion to say.
Wait, dear brother, not a walk. I'm a hatch maybe and Kumasi, do baby, and then let the club say, or Chrome say, oh, yeah, a bus driver. Now, or apply Bristol, and a bar shop will be number one. It's your no so, a friend saying, of myself, point, you say, the best or more, sorry. And say, yes, yes, already know what Santa Martin is to baby. Believers so faith to something sample assemblies of God. And, Mr. No problem, because I ran to cost the old man and to my come on. I'm too good, so make my hand on my quite sorry. To come with this new song call. And I'm called Drew Horner, upon sorry, introduction. Drew, we not for a brother in Christ. No, the wood my job with the bad. Me kita agenda. Who na be who you agenda there too. Who do the obi trip? Because he didn't know what it is. Make so remember you. The obi trip is correct. It's the main. It's what my kind must say. No, my friend actually am the free apa.
I
Anyway,
bring your body. We
that's
should
okay.
reconcile with all lost friends and then Kofa. Yeah, no one can say name Kofa. Yeah, can they say they are loved ones,
Lost
but we haven't spoken to them in ages.
lost friends be why so cut your off. Anyway, what I remember, dear Necon, news before be about good news, and I say, still, Ejina, the Ejina, more than be my.
Okay, it's and then Mamindi Kai Incha is here for any incofa or sharing live on Facebook, either on Facebook or YouTube, on Rainbow Radio and as a BWF Solicitors platform. No, so I mean share munina yami adum arakwa ya sign ababium me hope we say obia hoye. I know say the weather is very cold into
Oh, Nadia, yeah, and Nadia, yeah,
I,
ba.
it's better than last week.
Mm, mm.
See, every more mate say every so crampo in as I no more can news no so strep a nesa in ya rainy be, but yeah, me abo your home by I just have a bit of a sore throat. So what is I mean then and I said, but don't get
Mm-hmm.
worried. It's just normal what do you call it, sore throat. It's
No.
don't be worried whatsoever. We are continuing as we used to do. And in terms of
Me were drobia, me discover, me chenko for free, but next year, Magiska,
hey,
next year, Magiska, no party because nipa mi onubi oha next week, oma be testimony ewo afidi so,
wow,
nyagro, kata
wow,
shepa,
wow,
upe
wow,
garlic, suahu.
uh-huh,
Na ginger
uh-huh,
na watwitwa ne
uh-huh.
nketenkete paa ɛnyam twitwa
Okay.
na wodi agu nsuhyeɛ mu na wode lemon lime ne green one no meboa
I
aha
yeah.
wotwa mu mmienu a wonkyim no nyinaa na wakyim kakraa bi de agum na wode asi hɔ bɛyɛ 15 minutes na nom ma wo just 30 minutes ankɔ a
Wow.
wewatua sika ankɔ a maka sɛ bɛbɛgye wo sika nti wofiri ha kɔ a bɔmmɔden a
But
na
you
de
may
kɔyɛ
try.
aha
Definitely may try and also
aha
definitely. I mean sure.
wode yɛ no nko a na woyɛ wie a wabɛdi adanseɛ afei woabɛka sɛ ɔhwɛ me succeed
Wow, 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 wow,
okay
wow.
to
Our
aso
very own pharmacist, the doctor, Rainbow
aha
Radio International.
aha wobɛnyina kyɛ
Yavisha, Yavisha. It's and that being the last program of the year, no, we're just going to do an overview of uh,
Mm,
the year and what has gone on throughout the year and how we can also look forward to the new year and see, and then we'll just do a round through of Inyama AC 2022 and how we can look forward to the coming year. In regards to no, saying it kind of, I know
mm,
say a lot of us from last year knew that there was coronavirus and there were so many things to do with how we would get the economy back going as soon as coronavirus lockdown maybe via HR. So no, we were looking to see how we would get things to go as it should in the UK, and there were still issues with certain countries, and in news no mu recently how parts of China had to be in lockdown still because of another spread of the coronavirus. And see, it is not, it hasn't left us because it's part of us now.
mhm,
And it affected travel. And see, so to Kayako baby, they will always ask for that coronavirus vaccination certificate to make sure, say, at least one injections, maybe. And it's part of our normal travel routine nowadays. It is very difficult to travel and it's very difficult to say that you are going from another country to another country. It is now part and parcel of their what we've come to know as our normal travel documents. And say, well, passports can one, then you know, say, well, certificates, no, so for coronavirus vaccination, also, I say, I can't send your own who say, what injections, nah. I know that there were boosters and all of that, but the normal vaccination was just the two. Into say, oh, sa vaccinations now, then you know that you are good to travel. And they also extended coronavirus period, just so that those who could not travel from one country to the other because China was still in lockdown could also say that they were going to extend their leave into last year. Na yɛka sɛ sɛ wowɔ visit visa na wontumi ankɔ Chroma, you can ask for an extension of your visit visa whilst in the UK. And in that time, obviously, they would assume, say, because of the reasons you gave, they would not use that against you if, for instance, for 6 months now, so now went to Yankobaka, they will not use that against you, but they would, of course, say that because of the reasons you had, you were not able to travel back to your country now, free, no? And that of course helped those people who were facing those difficulties. But in terms of your current immigration rules, one thing that I like that they brought about was the fact that they had to update a lot of things, and then they introduced your appendix private life. Into your appendix private life, no, has to do with nkurɔfoɔ a ebi a ɔmo mba no, yɛ ɔmo wo ɔmo wɔ ha no, ɔmo adi 7, ɔmo atena ha for 7 years continuously. Ɔmo no saa no would be able to apply for that settlement and I say indefinite leave to remain for the 7 years now almost now. Previously, no, under a paragraph 276, no. So what's now for 7 years continuous period because you are under the age of 18, you would have had to apply for 2.5 years. Until you apply for 2.5 years for 10 years and sign wait to me a application for indefinite leave to remain. But with this appendix, private life, no, you will be able to apply for indefinite leave to remain straight away after you have shown, say, you will work from her, what not have for that 7 year period. And then those who, for one reason or the other, omo aba chrome her since omo color brim, omo aye 2.5 nibi for a period of 5 years. Na ɔmo edi at least yɛnka de sɛ 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So anybody who has come here, has lived here for a qualifying period of 5 years and is under the age of 25, na wetumi akyerɛ sɛ watena a chrome ha for more than half of your life. Nti let's say sɛ woba a chrome ha no na wedi 10, sisi a wedi 21, nti that is 11 years. What's now have for more than half of life, which is more than the 9 years now. Would they buy, Nti no sano. So what's now ha and now unya 2.5 nibi for a period of 5 years. Na opesa oye application for settlement and I say indefinite leave to remain. And there no ube to me aye based on your appendix private life to show say ampa wait to me atena ha for that qualifying period of 5 years. And it doesn't just apply to nkurɔfoɔ a ebi a yɛnka no sɛ ɔmo baeɛ no na ɔmo yɛ nkɔlaa ketewa. It might be that maybe you came under the childhood because ebi a wo parents ɛwɔ ha ɛna ɔmo de wo baeɛ on their 2.5 nti ebi a wo maame ɛne wo ɛna ɛbaeɛ sɛ ɔne ne kunu ɛbɛtena anaasɛ ɔne wo papa ɛbɛtena nti wonya wo 2.5 nti akwadaa no nso a ɔyɛ ne 2.5 no after a period of that qualifying 5 years into 2.5 no wonya ne mmienu and you are still under the age of 25, and also sano say wait to me actually say because you have lived here maybe for a continuous period of 7 years, no, they can still also make you eligible to apply for settlement under your appendix private life, because abia what's naha for that period of time, and you can show say what's naha lawful and so you can also make that application either as a child who is under the age of 18, under the 7 year route, and as a child who is over the age of 18 but under 25, but you are making the application as a young adult. And I know say in Kofua, under the age of 18, no, they don't have to do that life in the UK test. But so with the 18 and above there, then you will have to do the life in the UK test when you're applying for indefinite. And in Kofua, GCSEs and I say A levels, Ever Chrome hands so would not necessarily have to do English language test in regards to your appendix call. So your application for indefinite. So your English language test and life in the UK. But so why A levels and I say yeah GCSEs in English there, then whom here say obey English language test maybe. So another good thing is that introduction of your appendix English language, where almost I introduced the fact says that why yeah sa English language test, and I said why yeah A levels chrome ha, because now we are kola and now buy why GCSEs, because wobɛsua adeɛ wɔ high school and I say secondary school ɛwɔ kurom ha, nti ɛno no saa no wote borɔfo no wobɛtumi aka borɔfo no, wote aseɛ a wobɛtumi atwerɛ biribiaa, nti ɛho nhia sɛ wobɛyɛ saa ɔmo English language test wɔ Trinity College London no bi. Sɛ wobɛtumi akyerɛ nkwan sɛ woayɛ wo GCSEs anaasɛ wo A levels there, then it will count towards meeting that English language requirements. No, sɛ wokɔyɛ wo indefinite na. And then the only thing you would have to do would be the life in the UK, where almost say you have to at least score 19 out of I think say 23 and I say 24 questions and then more the certificate now I'll say wapa say and I said now we have emails and say best send the emails say wapa say and say number any. And then I know say for confirm matna ha for that 20-year period no na de bia omo bisa say na bibi foforo emba ya na say bibi e wo ho a yebetumi ejina so usually. So what's not a chrome ha for that 20-year period now, you would have to apply for leave to remain on that 10-year route to be able to get your settlement. But something new that they introduced under Appendix Private Life, say wait to me at Naha less than 20 years, but with the under the, I mean, you're above the age of 18, but Chrome now will free no. There are compelling circumstances nti maybe a wobɛkɔ no sɛ yɛsɛ yɛnyi wo mfiri kurom ha ɛnsan wɔkyi ɛnkɔ saa ɛkuro foforɔ no so a you will not be able to integrate into society ɛwɔ hɔ, anaasɛ there's no way a wobɛtumi atena saa kurom, either sɛ ebi a sɛnea Ukraine ayɛ sisei, there's internal war going on nti wopɛ sɛ okasa because of their air custom nti untumi nkɔtena saa wo kurom. Anaas krampo sɛ woba kurom ha no na woyɛ akwadaa, wonhyɛ da anim obia ɛwɔ saa kuro no so, ebia ekuro no a yɛbɛma wo akɔ no wonte kasa no biom, nti ebia wofiri ekurom a ɔmo nte borɔfo, nti sɛ ɔmo se ɔmo yi wo ɛde akɔ saa kurom no foforɔ no so a wontumi nka kasa no, obia nni hɔ a wobɛtumi aka sɛ wokɔtena ne nkyɛn. Nti ɛyɛ adeɛ a ɛyɛ sɛ ɔmo hwɛ, because wo family life no wo biribiara ɛwɔ kurom ha. Ɛna nkurɔfoɔ a ebia yɛnka ne sɛ for one reason or the other no, ebia kurom no a ɔmo firi no ɔmo wɔ yare bi yare no koraa mpo no there's no way ɔmo bɛtumi ahwɛ ɔmo wɔ saa ekuro foforɔ no so anaasɛ kurom na ɔmo firi baeɛ no those facilities are not available obi ani hɔ a ɔmo bɛtumi ahwɛ no na ɔmo aboa no sɛnea ne yare no ayɛ serious no nti ɔmo nhwɛ saa nneɛma wei. These are just a few examples that I'm giving just in terms of obi a ɔbɛyɛ application no because ebia watena ha under
Lawyer,
that 20.
mame, this angle. Say, you find say be what have be as 20 years and a private life or whatever it is. No, so one more Rwanda, they omukono, omo fall into it, and I say omo the end there. Yɛmfa nka ho ɛbɛyɛ ɔmo a ebi anansi ɔmo abanana so ɔmo apply no.
Nti saa Rwanda issue no is to do with nkurɔfoɔ a wɔyɛ asylum seekers. Nti government no edi kan ka sɛ wɔrehwɛ nkurɔfoɔ a wɔba hanom based on asylum. Nti sɛ biribi esi wɔ wo kurom na under the UN Convention of Human Rights, the UK is a signatory. Na wɔn aka sɛ biribi esi wɔ wo kurom na woba UK kurom ha because of saa issue na esi wɔ wo kurom no nti wobɛtumi abɛtena hanom because this place is a safe place. Na wode wo claim ahyɛ mu sɛ because of their esi wɔ wo kurom no nti wopɛ sɛ wotena kurom ha. Asylum is a completely different application to private life application na America no because I know you are making the claim they are going to assess reason the entire will say your life is at risk and I say the fact that you are being persecuted or you feel that your political views are in danger. Nti saa nneɛma no deɛ sɛ wo make it claim na they will assess it and then of course if you are seen to be eligible to apply for asylum na ɔmo bɛma wo asetena based on your humanitarian protection. Whereas obi a watena 20 years there, sɛ wodi kan ba yɛn wamfa asylum claim anto hɔ a, then of course you are now saying say ebia because matena ha 20 years and I said maybe I'm matena ha less than 20 years ɛna afei mehu sɛ ni say ɛna esi wɔ me kurom nti mepɛ sɛ me use ebia war in Ukraine because me yɛ Ukraine ni nti mepɛ sɛ me use saa war in Ukraine to be able to get my asetena. Then of course you have to show how it would affect you say if you were to go back to that country. But for me, I would say it's better to make an asylum claim rather than to go on to the private life route and say you are making an application under the private life. In the asylum there, you will definitely have a much better chance of making an application.
Okay. Yeah, to us into one channel, so I'm a lawyer, Eunice, BWF Solicitors, and a education come and a payment chamber said that 26 minutes past now, Rainbow Radio International 92.4 FM, DAB so across London, Sansubio, and a tune Benya one so Facebook Benya so and nothing so con a year Rainbow Radio apps, which means so I download a good phone so now. Wati and one the costume. Mr. Brave say open say Ubajumedi Bebra, Gusukas in a reviewer and a who side you see a fin no more in the American Cocoson and the job. Or yeah, but oh, issue being up and also regarding to immigration and our family law and now CBA. Litigation be and now say dispute be resolution be near there. Mr. Brave, you got it right. So be to me a friend. Say Ubebusan Bibi, I won't see us, say, friend, a trainer, friend, and so on the number, but to her tune. You know, so person joining and I'll be to me after on 020-8133-4646 020-8133-4646 020-8133-1134 020-8133-4646 020-8133-1134 bet me after na and then so Chris no so ho no achede no so meme na recap no kakra na je wato aso asa de amayen and also so no Mr. Baby session so mame say opese ofre na menya details no eja ye correct one there may prefer so be free on 0777 195098 your WhatsApp number no on 0777195098 ofre kwabia kono ebe de you be found what to me I then what to me ebusan symphony be unfortunately ne call other ones no and so try na jama pekedia ma be no some stretch who sa passing dia onya be se binya hodin metimi awe na yie na ma no me makakra sa afia so Rainbow International BWF Solicitors international so I read na person ba mu say ina bi mo free ba management fanti lawyer ebe kasa na wa recap a year achade no on sabe to me aka no ama bronya ne wo mu no emu odu pa international efe ni agro nti ma men kono ho na se medical aka no person ba mu 0208134646 0208131134 na 0777195098 lawyer wadaruma in a minute wait me I recap achadame ya here.
Oh yes, and see, yeah, I checked it for the quiz, yeah, December quiz, first prize,
Oh dear, Obaba so mame in here, what bus in here, Sevilla, or the fine idea. Hello, good morning, official pa.
Hello, good morning, lawyer to be official.
Ah, who been in that? Who qualify for the D2, mommy? Baku be a who? We lawyer to be now, Baku be a who? Eunice, catch it in your kind of pen.
Oh, it's now make us say the prizes. 2 weeks
no.
India.
Come, you know, me herbal, you know.
With ginger and garlic.
Yeah.
It's vegetarian. It's now they lime. It's
so me a herbal doctor.
Now I drink about 15 minutes.
Lawyer Eunice voice non shedan ye you mama man. Dem fear no ginger and garlic.
Any lime no green one into share now what they 15 minutes no one nom. Me 30 minutes. So what you scan I say am kwa ba juice ke untu an so de na wa obi ne de wachi.
Na eno so no am I dey na de bebo a.
No omo whether na nya wo mo no mo mrimu omo hoyo mbasabasa no.
And thousands of nipa na
we free you know they say no herbal doctor any ekro no
only the was nyamishra
yo
hello Eunice nyanza me chia uma ofinja baba wante nti me kasa obajesu asana mabisa make
oh sorry I think over to you
yo we dey me mo taw na o trust somra la Eunice pacho say it say me kofa me refree Ghana ba na baby amete no me matu ana me matu enti no minya me new address no minya 6 months documents no pay slips and bank statement no whatever no as it required no minya me sa enti me the old address no ebi aye abeka new no ho ana say me misa me simple say me ti be na me tu na me pese me na application ya be better na me nyanya 6 months ya say na tacho me ti me dia ya be bo am tacho ma sim bisa the card.
Okay, and say address na any issue because almost share documents in terms of the fact that what's Chrome ha into all they want to know is what's UK Chrome ha into Abia what's not baby for 1 year what's another place for another 1 year to see our address not as it doesn't really matter to them into say Abia within 6 months we'll move it twice they want to see say in terms of the financial requirements no say uye juma woni sa nipa no anas employer no aye juma for at least a period of 6 months or more in so mo be here ejuma 6 months pay slips ene o bank statements say we juma sika no fm ene ejuma letter say woni sa company we ene ye ejuma wo role no permanent and as a temporary which shall say date say Wosika etua say in say no and omo person who because they want to know say ube meets that threshold of the 18,600. And so it doesn't matter how many addresses you've moved to. All they want to know is that Usika no beso and answer and so. But in regards to what address now what Sisiano, they want to know say nipa to say wo yere no every to me abetena ho biana would them I was still with him a double room and I say yes chalk box be a with him. They just want to know say if you now no you have enough space out saa yere no oba obenya baby so ada. And it doesn't matter how many addresses you've moved from and no any issue cry.
Okay. Me that's it. Now, the toss no say mere woman na me musa the toss so a.
Yeah, kwa home. Aye.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah, di bro nyentino magum.
That's it. Now you need to say no say biometric resident card no. Same for say from 31st December 2024 no. In issue biometric beam. Na itachuo muna mubetimi aboy kakra wo saade we ho enti no beduru ha na se wo live to remain no beyond 31st
enti me ba o say ya fa mamento asoma na nyetia enti beduru ha wonya den lawyer yetio
Enti let's say ebia why we live to remain on mama 2.5. Let's say almost the amount this December into 2.5 no say every 2025 June. That's an example. And our card number the amount no just say almost at the amount up to 31st December 2024. That's not when your leave ends. It's just when the biometric card no ebitra. It is because of course almost I via digital. In say almost system no ebe ka sure almost say nipa we ni leave no ebe expire na say be wu saa date we nti enye necessarily there what card no so and na what they share. And most people once they've made a decision on your application omo be send you letter and I say omo be email you letter e chere say wa sit na omo dey ama wo no say nti card no ebe ma kwan say o tu kwan a o be sign a room biom. But by the time December of 2024 no ebeba no so who to quite cramp now ni card na because it has been digitized and after it has been made electronically see, they will be able to see it on their system when your leave ends. And you also have a copy of your letter which shows that we leave no air for 30 months, valid from date way to date way. And also NSM because you also have that letter to back you up. Don't be so worried when that time comes because bibia bewo almost system no so.
That's a bit Eunice.
Na
Lawyer to be and the herbalist.
Na ubeko question bu careful na nkeja wanya holiday package bio.
Imagine na ye you me de wo ho to de me
ka mama de fu minimu de mama de fu.
Okay, yam kwai.
Was say a snow says opposite says snow to July no kura na say no kure.
Ajo nya no kure.
Any ekure. Ya no e bedro se here enche. Was say apart from London, does BWF have an office in where does they have an office apart from Accra? Apart from London?
Oh, BWF from our office, maybe office for Accra.
Yeah, when you cry. Okay, yes, I dear way. Where dear, I idea the BWF Mebusa or say put 3 countries make up of the UK.
The 3 countries that make up of UK, we have England, Wales, and Ireland.
What is the name of the national airline of the Britain? Okay.
The national what?
Airline. Waiting for Edia.
British Airways.
Name. Akwa bi yo, we are professor.
I'm not so.
Time now so. Mo. Why are they akunta?
They doing the same.
Mame, uni ni say.
Maybe came from Pong.
Came from Pong. Came from Pong. The worker say near. Budi here. Kwaku from Pong chief farmer na.
Pacho, what the beginner na mabo.
Okay, Mate, came from Pong. Well, Eunice, me ye ma peke ade be ma sene e de amount came from Pong. Me be just 1 minute bi na me ntimi nya ade bi ansa na waka wo kope me say why it's no 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 for it. After the wait me uncle. Why? Nyame shira me that see why. You bon paye na di na. Ya no waka mi o say unya bibi o ho why.
I drew kra wa che no pe kra mi kra no ni kra be ka.
Enye mo nyame shira what? Okay. Anyway, ya to us into say opese obemu kwan bia e da ho say wo so betimi ajoin ye na so so wetimi abebusa so person e kwesi bi so kwan edem one hekra me kra be new title no bebusa question ni bi na say ye kwa no enti me so bebre numbers no okay mama emfa we answer na okay Afisha po
Right.
I just say you.
This are right.
Yeah. Right. Not go say. Not go say.
Me flow me now.
Oh. Kusa na me dia beans wo krom enti my busy kakra.
Oh, you're the Ghanaian program here.
Aye.
Good.
Eunice,
good morning.
Morning, no, Facha, what to say?
Nyamia de Malaya and Pato Moto at Misia Panto.
I think commenting.
Jo, na Pato Moto in Baco. Na me Pato say, Obina Asuna Krum Hafu Pro. Nasa or the Nima is Ghana, but young Kalan, woman in 18. Omo benefit no landing Diana or you dear, other
Okay, into say Eunice, abetena krom ha, no ne mba, abetena krom ha. Previously under regulations, no, there was no restrictions whatsoever in regards to benefits that ombe to me, ageno, because under your treaty rights in him say EU nationals, no, you say your treaty almost just like they would British citizens are almost ever krom ha. But there are different regulations in regards to your benefits and that's your public funds are ever chrome her. Into there are certain public funds that they may not be eligible for say ABA or more air courts na let's say one county na or more air per dime, but because I feel no more better na chrome her into ABA I feel no more abetna hanom but almost by before December 2020 nti ɔmo pɛ council dan na council aka kyerɛ ɔmo sɛ ebia because ɔmo wɔ pre-settled anaasɛ because ɔmo wɔ limited leave to remain nti ɔmo nhyɛ da ntumi ɛma ɔmo council dan no it's just because of the policies that they have in place in regards to different public funds and I say different benefits that they may be eligible for. But we know say under withdrawal agreements, no, they will still be able to do things like work and studies as long as more ISR pre-settled status and as more ISR leave limited leave to remain. Even so they've already got their permanent residence there in Safina almost settled status and as more ISR settled status no so did that. With those people, they are eligible to collect all the public funds just like any other person in Zambia because more indefinite and as more permanent residents no they can also benefit from things like housing the children who also have access to tax credits and other benefits that anybody who is a British national and as a obiawo settlements no so ebewo into those are different rules that are applicable in terms of Nkofa Omo workroom how move to me access public funds no.
If I see you lawyer, I'm cannot.
Uh-huh.
Your money tell.
Yeah, money tell. Mama, okay, mama for mama dear for sorry madam for no. Mama dear for pa was me can bro phone kra. Mr. Right. Okay.
Right.
Uh-huh. What baby if the baby sample. What was it? What do Ghana and Canada have in common? Okay. I like that. I see. Name one of the lawyers of BWF Solicitors.
Lawyer South Asma.
How many years of service did BWF celebrate?
30 years.
What are the working hours of BWF Solicitors?
9 to 6.
On what floor?
9 to 6 p.m.
On what floor?
Fourth floor. And it's out.
What do you need to leave? What do you need to have to see a lawyer at BW over the weekend?
For consultation.
What is the name of the program that BW is in every Saturday afternoon?
Community and the law.
What is the name of the organization that runs underground trains in London?
7 sisters.
11 sisters.
7 sisters.
Okay. How many years do you have to be on the family visa at any one time before renewal?
5 years.
The actual name yeah there.
Mr. Rai, my son in there, bro.
Okay, is it just right?
First and second.
I was
No.
But you said Mr. Rai,
you were laughing at the time.
and Sabi said we want to be from our home. Okay. What how many years does a child has to be for his parent to depend on them for a limited
7 years. 7 years.
Okay, may the start have now mounted. All right. Wonderful, Mr. Right. Eunice, my son ni number no abre or phone so.
Okay.
Nice one. Me afisa pa me nia. Yeah, you see the here.
Kelvin Asamoah.
Kevin, okay, nice one. Where the ache me be na akwa bi say ya bonyo ma no ache pa o. E na akwa bi corporate was to come say e di here the use. I tell you di no no. Okay, you right. Mr. Ra, afisa no problem. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Hello.
I just say chairman.
Good morning, chairman.
Nice one. Bibi aboko there.
Bachai.
Yeah. Ube so busalo Eunice someone san about so and answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, 5 years rules now. At the same time, no, now usa juma na omutu proper tax like from my buying. Now wakata was self-employee as well with your UTR number. Does that mean the whole kwako renew katana? Did you have to declare both of the self-employee and your job that you are doing now mutu normal? As now you have a permanent contract and or you can decide to leave the self-employee down because proper contract now you get above 18,600, which is requirement,
Pastor, who can renew will 2.5 based on them?
Your parent and the British citizen.
Okay. About all your British, Anna. And I say,
Yes.
partner all your British.
Yeah, about all British, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm having 5 years family roots with under him.
Okay. So when it comes to leave to remain, say parents' roots na say now person switch it from the 10-year route to the 5-year route. we always say relationship requirements need there, so meet say at all times whether you're on the 10-year route or the 5-year route. But there are other requirements that say utumi meet before you can switch. And see, apart from showing say une akwala no ewo parental relationship no, you have to be able to show say ebia young can say what are we applicants no why your English language. In so English language no, they're expecting that you would have done it at a required level A1 if this is your first time at all year English language. Usually I advise the higher the better. So person at level A2 and I say B1 and then that's fine with you with them as well. Into with no so why you English language na o chere almost say to me eka profokasa no into they should say that you satisfy that requirement, they will satisfy that in regards to certificate or the memo. Then they also look at financial requirements. But in terms of parents, it's maintenance requirements because they are not looking at 18,600 like they would for partners. But they are looking to see say obetumi actually say obetumi ahwe ho ahwe akwala no so ana into na your friend maintenance requirements. And no sano, it is based on previous case laws. Say obetumi actually say wo sika na wenya no say uyi wo rent efrim na wo san yi wo council tax from dia ebe ka no ebe so sa income support rate na omode ma nkola na your parents na mo work from ha na inti ebia woje 1,500 a month wo rent let's say £1,000, and then you have to look at your income after the rent has been taken out. So if your rent is inclusive of a council tax, and no call 500 na akano, say yeah share income support rates na work room ha. Almost say akola bia at least so parents no it's mean at least £74 for a week. And akola no so ebenya £66 80 for a week. Until you have to be able to measure whether 500 na kano ebe so that amount every week na. And that is how the maintenance is calculated. Until let's say Oye Juma, you are employed and you're also self-employed. Say if your employment it's me Emma that's 1,500 now oh she say 500 no and so on. Then you add your self-employed because ABR or self-employed no you can say ubenya sasika no into obviously in regards to meeting the maintenance requirement you may need to add all income regarding on whether you meet the requirements and I say meet the requirements no.
Okay, so you bet my idea was self-employee, tax returns so I can weigh,
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Anyway, I'm in call to it, and I'm boy.
I was me answer question.
And one plus one being that. Okay. I'll say, who is the head of government in the UK?
The head of government of the UK, Rashi Sunga.
What is the name of the seat of government in Ghana?
The name of the seat, NPP.
Okay. How many regions do we have in Ghana?
Oh my goodness.
Bobby.
Okay. Skip.
Okay. Pass. I say.
Okay.
Which state department in the UK deals with the checking of people entering UK?
Border Force.
Okay. Yanku your name. I say. Which 3 countries make up the UK?
England, Wales, Northern Ireland.
Okay. What is the most popular area of law for BWF Solicitors?
Seven Sister.
Which one comes first? New Year, Christmas?
Christmas.
Okay. Okay. What is the name of the organization that runs underground trains in London?
TFL.
Okay. I mean, Musa will be here. How many years do you have to be on a family visa at any one time before renewal?
Family, I think 10 years.
How many years does a child has to be for his parent to depend on them for a limited?
7 years.
Saying
7 years.
okay. Over time, Anna. Okay.
Pasha,
Which? As soon as that.
I
Okay, wonderful.
Oh. What you made you, bro? What you time made you?
Why are they? I'm home there for money adwuma. Fan to so my fan to so answer. So na menya dey ma Eunice answer na e friend say o dey ato so ma me say meeting na dey na ya dey na e so e ma
Pasha, did the same.
Would you say Daniel Opon? Okay. Mate, Daniel, me that's me. I will see your wife. We go just about less than 7 minutes. You know, me for the last caller now. Me all right. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, I just saying.
Yami Abdom, sir.
Aha. Yeah. Calling saying. Who was Louis Bibiana?
There be me percent me bo mabaso. You don't must say at the for mo ye me bushia, especially Ghana bushia nyina. Medium me do much free Dawson.
Okay.
And I made the aba me tabe show mo pa. Ya domasi pa mama and dia bagana fie Ghana ni bi wo ko me dia mama na ni age. Nti ye bo mabaso. Na ma ye question ni bi.
Obaso ye bi o. I can't come you for so. That's why they were training now. Okay, when I'll be tracking. I can hear for the said next week. Because they have been farmer. Me wine and I'm a farmer.
One you kwaku.
Okay. Where there who here pa who here. I say, what is the most common means of travel from the UK to Ghana?
Most common, you need your settlement.
Most common means. Say be I am fine. Thank you. Be for what the pay any too. So.
Plane. Yeah.
Okay, my main question is how many years does a child has to be for his parent to depend on them for a limited leave to remain in the UK?
7 years.
Okay. What is the name of the program that BWF is in every Saturday afternoon?
Community and the law.
Okay. And then also, what do you need to have to see a lawyer at BWF over the weekend?
Appointment. You have to book appointment.
We are looking at how many years of service did BWF celebrate this year?
30 years. I was in the party.
Okay. Name 3 of the lawyers of BWF Solicitors.
Lawyer Richard, Lawyer Eunice, Lawyer Patrick.
Snow to July Busuminum. No Kurana said
no, Snow.
Okay. Ghana and Canada. I didn't know one more time was okay. Kring.
Commonwealth.
Hey, Wabi.
Commonwealth.
Wabi. So, una chat to a crowd. My last call, and just my minute.
Pacho would be.
Maybe a Foster Siaman.
Oh, hello.
Auntie Eunice,
oh no, Pacho just one the Foster. Okay, like Eunice, I know the union of first time I say near bro.
Patrick, that's
All
yeah, me
right. Eunice, what that room? Run of forest. You 3 minutes. Now you and go. Next week, you better have.
but honestly, again, new hope because of Christmas break. Let's see, this is our last program for the year.
And yeah, Uncle Ben, maybe so what you time. Yanko.
Okay, yeah, Damudi na say Yamika,
Mm.
and this is the last program for the year. Um, the community and the law this Saturday will announce winners, no, for the quiz, no, and then we'll know who won first prize, second prize, and third prize. It's the prize is saying we think you know, first prize near 2 weeks paid holiday to Ghana, and this one is a flight to Ghana. It is not to be exchanged for any should I say money or other means. And our second prize, £500. And our third prize, no, so £200. And see, it will be announced this Saturday on your community and the law program. And in regards to no, it is a good year. I mean, snow has fallen this year. Me bana say, mommy, now we can celebrate Christmas. Ono de ohun snow it means it's Christmas. Since we thank God for His presence with us and the fact that He has graced us with good health and with good and loving people and with people like yourselves who are able to make the program what it is. Nti yɛda mo nyinaa ase nyame nkɔ so a ɛmbɔ mo ho ban nkyerɛ n'anim towards year 2023, and hopefully next year we shall meet again. BWF Solicitors, yɛwɔ hɔ at Seven Sisters, 4th floor, Anna House, 214 to 218 Tottenham High Road no so, London. Postcode no N154NP. So wopɛ sɛ wofrɛ yɛn book appointment anaa kora mpo sɛ wopɛ sɛ woba yɛn hɔ a, yɛ telephone number 0208 493 7340 into 0208 493 7340. Nti yɛbɔ mpaeɛ sɛ nyame ɛnkɔ so a ɛnhwɛ mo so. Yɛma mo nyinaa afihyɛ pa. Yɛda sɛ Brad Nat.
Nice one. You mean Shamos. You better say you.
Great music. Great conversation. Rainbow Radio 92.4 FM.
Okay, nti Mami Abba say, lawyer, you were saying something. One can't make an application for 20 years in the UK unless you seek asylum with your 20 years. Okay, nti now I cannot can be about the fact say ebia nkurɔfoɔ a ɛde ɔmo ɛkɔ Rwanda, ɔmo no would they have to make an application under your 20-year route because ebia let's say that because of nyama esisi ɛwɔ ɔmo kurom no nti they cannot return back to ɔmo country of origin. And na me explaining akyerɛ Uncle Nat say when it comes to saa Rwanda policy no, is to do with nkurɔfoɔ a ɔmo apply for asylum. And so there are those who have applied for asylum, but the UK is saying say they may not have enough room to keep all these people who have applied for asylum. Until they are providing them another safe country, which is Rwanda. And say Omono Sano say, but the asylum claim, Eshim say your life is at risk, ABR because of Yama Isisu Krum. And Akrampo say because of persecution being faced due to your political views or your gender or your religion, and say epi crampo na oyare and there are no means for which you would be able to be cared for, or the treatment crampo is not available in Wukrum na ufri no. Inti enono sano. If you're making an application under let's say a year 20-year route, that can be considered as part of your 20 years. But for asylum seekers, it is the urgent claim that they are making, say, because omukrom na omufri no any safe country, and I said because they are being persecuted in that country or their life is at risk, Nancy, they have come to this safe country so that they can also be protected. And see, in regards to the Rwanda policy, no, Britain cannot say they are offering other asylum seekers another safe country when they've already arrived here in the UK, which is a safe country for them to be able to be accommodated and looked after and cared for and all the rest of it. Because Yenna Yenim say UK Chroma is also one of the, should I say, very esteemed westernized countries in the world. Nti sɛ obi sɛ ohia mboa looking at the UK, most people who come here are better off than when they came from whichever country they came from. And see, the 20-year rule has nothing to do with asylum claims, but not wanted some understanding in regards to that. In the 20-year rule, no, I was talking about it in two sides. Whether you've lived here less than 20 years or you have lived here for 20 years and you're making that leave to remain application. No. And so if you are making the application based on the fact that Watson had less than the 20 years there, then you will need something which is compelling or there has been insurmountable obstacles to you returning to Chrome now with Trinity. You are making the application based on that. Nanaya will say she entered the UK in December 2001 with help of a connection man. He has lived with her own, sorry, let me say it. He has lived with her own name since January 2003. Can she apply for 20 years stay come January 2023? And see, most of the time no yɛte saa nsɛm wei ebia agents bi ama wo nkrataa wode aba kurom ha na wonhyɛ da ɛnhu deɛ wobɛyɛ but nyame adom ebia woakɔ register wɔ GP anaasɛ wobie account nti nipa wei ɔse ɔsate sɛ ɔuse ɔno ankasa ne din 2023 sɛ ɔbɛtumi anya evidence ne sɛ na ɔte hanom since 2020 I mean 2003 there and the 2023 say January ba of course obetumi aye application no because all they want to see is say what's not a chrome have for that continuous period of 20 years into say over January 2003 now or letter HSS say we yan letter free GP and I say we yan letter free bank say and I say oh shop cards and now campus say or credit card letters. Those sort of things help because it's ultimately say what now had 20 years and see every year piano or be or the better say pa what's not chrome have for that continuous period of time. And see yes, over to me I start application. No. And then in terms of in Kofa, I know say on make case application in regards to yeah Akisenya case no. When you look closely at the decision now Court of Appeal on the make here because a lot of people wanted to find out if the Home Office were allowing it. In June, Home Office for no extra case no who say almost echo by what the Court of Appeal have also said there. ABI nkurɔfoɔ bebree nso ɛbɛba abɛyɛ applications. So they didn't want to implement the decision of the Court of Appeal in regards to Sa Akesenya case. No? And so a lot of people, of course, didn't go ahead and make those applications. But every so almost make applications because as part of the consent agreement now, Home Office and Miss Akisenya and make they were supposed to give a period of 6 weeks until the decision had been made. Into say decision by yeah, they were supposed to give a period of 6 weeks where and Crawford over to me on my application, over to me yes application. Into June, normal the normal guidance by say by July 24th, no, be jai sa applications. So into most Zambrano carers who have leave to remain into so or 2.5 leave to remain. Na ebia first no na oda Zambrano no so na went to me any application na they are saying say you were given up to that period to make that application. But more importantly, the na or leave to remain, na or your primary carer of a British child into sa primary carer no yan can say obi enu ho a obetumi ahwa akwala no nti obi a obetumi akasa ɔyɛ primary carer no ɛyɛ obi a let's say akwadaa no ɔno na ɔyɛ sole parent of the akwadaa no anaasɛ ɔno ne kunu no ɔmo ne asetena nti ɔmo yɛ joint primary carers of akwadaa no. The reason why they want you to show say we are primary carer no is to be able to show say obiara enu ho a obetumi ahwɛ akwadaa no. So if for instance wo ba no papa British and anaasɛ wo ba no maame British it means that Akwalano has another primary carer, and so that means that the child will be able to continue to live in the UK. Say, wuniwa ne mami anasa ne papa or British anasa ukra indefinite no ebetumi ahwe no. So a primary carer, first of all, is somebody who has that sole care anasa omo joint care of that child. Into mumie no ebi amuni asetna into more your application not to show say muna more share akwala. And then as part of the decision na court ni make omo ma home office for no ehun say saa omo definition of a Zambrano carer na exclude nkrofo a ebi a omo ewo leave to remain. And no sano, they shouldn't have excluded them because say Osha your previous regulation 2016 now it did not include Nkrofo or more leave to remain. It just said say obia bia or indefinite and answer or British citizenship no. Sa nimpa no would not be qualified to apply under that Zambrano carer route. But Obi will leave to remain there. And it said almost exclude no from making such an application. Into if you made such an application and the application was refused by the Home Office, definitely the courts no will go by the decision that was made in Akisenya in order to grant you leave to remain. At the end of the day, no, you say Home Office do not always have the last say when you have a right of appeal. And see, exercising that right of appeal is always the best way forward. Also to do with your family law because you will build of your immigration in in terms of your family law. It was great to see say in April of this year introduce the no fault divorce into to see our open so divorce most applications are done online. Into whether you are doing the application on your own and answer you are making the application using a solicitor. Nina is done online. A fee of £593 goes to the court. And of course, say, oh yeah, application now. Previously, they would have said you have to give reasons, didn't say, all person will get divorced, you know. And the main basis, and I said the main fact on which marriage is usually finalized, and I said divorce is finalized, not based on irretrievable breakdown. And see why bibia opese oye bia in regards to making your marriage work, but bibia no ho a obetumi aye biom nti mo aware no ebubu nti egu kra. And if that is the main reason for which you are applying for divorce, you can go ahead and make an application for divorce without having to show unreasonable behavior, and I said without having to show say nipa krona uja no hono ebia watrempna, and I say without having to show say sa nipa na uja no ebia we free nchen for 2 years ni nti unhu no, anaasɛ mo separate mo ate mo ho ase sɛ ɛnyɛ ade a mobɛtumi a coming back together nti mo separate for 2 years anaasɛ mo separate for 5 years. Ne nyinaa nni hɔ saa biom nti you are just making the application for divorce based on the fact sɛ saa awareɛ no egu koraa into the irretrievable breakdown of the marriage. And with that, no, so Uma court no, the contact details of the other parties, no, almost every other party, no, not ABA, other party no crampo and respond there. They just want evidence to show that you have tried to serve them. Into the court no, and to me, and now also what try so be na still na nipa kono and respond back to the court na, then that person has 20 weeks, or sometimes it can be less because if you've tried to serve them, not almost responding. So after 20 weeks of the divorce application, no, the court will go ahead and give that conditional order, say, because time no asono, omobe masa conditional order for divorce. And then after another 6 weeks, you can apply for divorce certificate. Into before no na ya can decree nice any decree absolute. To say almost I can simple as conditional order any divorce certificate saying will be a ebeti CB. Into after a period of at least 6 months, if the other party has not responded, unsa able to me aka sa divorce certificate no. But this is excluding those who are going for financial settlements and say, you name say, our baby wɔ hɔ a nneɛma a mo aka bom atɔ share together within the family, accounts maybe properties matotɔ, all those things are part of your financial settlement. And say, nneɛma bi saa wɔ hɔ deɛ and the proceedings for divorce can be stayed until there has been some form of agreement in terms of or financial settlements as a couple before to me akoso egu awaria no. So that is also something new that came up in 2022. And then in regards to Nkrofo API, more cases, Ewa appeal, it's good that the directions and the judges keep coming up with new guidance in regards to how things should be run within the court system. Until before no, you said na coronavirus, most of the hearings were done by video. Court no ɛkɔ so a ehu sɛ because things are coming back to normal, sɛ ɔmotumi ɛma saa face to face hearings. Nti there have been court hearings in Manchester, in Birmingham, and other courts where they've gone face to face because na ɔmo ehu ne sɛ it's better for the parties to be present in court rather than to have it done by video link in certain instances. And that has also helped. But they've also seen say because of the fact say hearings haven't continued as they should, because sometimes say a video link has you will not have as many judges to look at the case as they should. And the government no eka last month say omo pompe sika egu court system num senya court no ebetumi a stay longer. And usually by 4 p.m. the court to be closed. but they want to be able to make sure, say, there are enough hours where cases can be heard, saying to me making decisions. There's a backlog of cases that NCA and I said no decision has been made. And in regards to that, they want to make sure, say, those things like the backlogs of decisions or backlogs of cases that have not been heard will be heard, because there are so many instances where would they appeal atum, and you are waiting to get a hearing date, and you still can't get a hearing date, or maybe crampo say court no ama date crampa away cry. And so they are trying to make sure so the courts will increase the times that they hear cases and how long they are able to hear the cases for. And also ɛwɔ hɔ saa sɛnea courts no nso pay attention to all these instances. And it's also good to say courts, like I said, they will make a decision within 3 weeks. Na ebia unte omonka because wako hearing her, then you prompt them. There are some judges who will tell you, okay, give it 4 to 6 weeks and say, won't say after that 4 to 6 weeks from the hearing now, you can contact the courts and the courts will have it put on the system to prompt them, say, there is a hearing that had gone on and we are still waiting for a decision. And say, no, sir, ube to me, I am not wapun meaning say question be by from Abba. Is it mommy order? Or say what can you do when you have no fixed abode? How can one access any assistance? For example, have a safe or correspondence address. In team, this is to do with only baby it's now. And so if you haven't got a home or you haven't got a dress and person in your baby it's now. I know say in regards to council support, the local authority has some obligations to certain people, but not to certain people as well. So, yeah, Section 17 of your Children's Act, no, na your opinion, Uncle Bernard time how the local authority has that obligation to children. For instance, ebia umame any baby tina, into akolano so any baby tina, that local authority has the obligation to find suitable accommodation for that child, and that will include the parent, because akwadaa no ntumi ntena efie no nkwa nti ne maame anaasɛ ne papa no nso benefit from that as well. But the local authority doesn't just have obligation to children; it also has obligation to vulnerable people, who may include people who have disabilities that make them impaired in one way or the other. And so if you have a serious disability and there is no way that you can live with other family members, let's say we are wheelchair bound and you need accommodation that's suitable for your needs. Now, what call local authority hall. Now, what can say, my sister and air housing me at the moment. Ebi my sister no or nkola 5. Me so me bɛka ho a na ayɛ dɔɔso wɔ fie hɔ. There is no way a metumi atena efie hɔ. Nti patwom bebree mobɛtumi ahwehwɛ ɛdan bi ama me anaa. Nti ɛno no saa no na akɔyɛ te sɛ woka kyerɛ local authority no say the accommodation that you are living in is not suitable, because ebi am what a 2 bedroom house in Kolano omo krampo nya baby enda ama one krampo so nya baby so enda, and say because the accommodation is not suitable, and answer because you are currently living in a place where your needs are not being met, that local authority has to have a way of meeting your needs. And so when it comes to nkurɔfoɔ with this disability and answer more serious disability issues, they are seen to be vulnerable, and the local authority may have to house them in such situations. This is one of the obligations that the local authority has in terms of obia only right of abode in terms of bibia obetna, and see that is in regards to enono. Emmanuel G say, what is the teacher recruitment in February 2023 recruitment? Are people teacher included? What about temporary coming to the UK? Okay, so I think that he's talking about recruitment to the UK in terms of skilled workers. And so when we talk about the shortage occupation list, there are people that may want to come into the UK who have, should I say, maths background or physics background. Those people will usually be people that secondary schools are looking for in CABIA, woyɛ maths teacher anaasɛ wokyerɛ physics anaa koraa mpo sɛ wokyerɛ IT. And because there's a shortage of teachers in that field, into they are looking specifically for those teachers who can teach either physics or maths or IT. Senya ɔmo nso no ebetumi abɛkyerɛ British nkɔlaa no nso adeɛ. Those roles are very much in demand because, as I was saying, there are not that many teachers who teach those subjects. And see, they are trying as much as possible to recruit teachers within those specific areas. Senya, in Kolana more high school and as a secondary school, no so able to me subjects we no so. In general, most higher education institutions, to say universities, ne colleges and more higher education subjects, almost also are able to recruit teachers, or should I say lecturers, to be able to facilitate the subjects that they are studying. And there are those who can also recruit in their schools for teaching assistants, for instance, and nursery teachers and practitioners, those sort of areas. And see, that all comes under the skilled worker route in general. It's a obi pesa or yes our application no, to come within the subject areas I mentioned, so maths, physics, or IT, to come and teach in secondary school. Those specific teachers come under the shortage occupation list. In so Omonosano, because they are in demand. So definitely when they make those applications, meeting the right requirements under a skilled worker route, they would be able to come into the UK to work within those roles. But it has to do with getting the requirements being met. So say only certificate of sponsorship from a school that needs you because you need a job offer. And now say you don't have the required skill level to teach. And now say you don't meet the English language test, then you will not be able to make the application because that is all part of it. And if you're coming to teach, they have to be able to say that they are going to meet the required salary levels or the salary levels at the job market level. And see, all of that comes into play when making the application. Yeah. I don't think that there are any more questions, but in regards to overview, no, I was pointing out the fact that when it comes to your court systems, no, they are constantly making changes in regards to how they deal with cases, and it's also good to say almost the HMCTS, which is our online system for appeals. Into so we will be a pocket lawyer now. We appeals that it is usually done on my HMCTS. The ones that are usually done outside of my HMCTS appeals are usually kind of say almost EUSS and see on my EU settlement scheme applications. And no crampus are also they've made it available on my HMCTS saying over to me application even if it was under the EU settlement scheme and also Sanon so is also available on my HMCTS. And even if they were to take the case offline, the Krampuna, they will still have the appeal that you lodge online available. Saying so person upload the documents and I say home office one also upload the documents in about one place so that it is not everywhere. So that is also another good thing in terms of your court system in Shishaya Omode Aba. And then finally but not the least, I would also touch just briefly upon Nkofa Abia. Yen kind of said they're looking forward to the new year and what it is to bring. Yeah, Secretary of State Miss Suella Braverman on Shada Enfa and Yama Emba said this is what we are to look forward to. But at least considering the fact say before her Miss Priti Patel made some changes to immigration rules no when the changes were made in terms of simplifying immigration rules and bringing in simple rules in regards to saying your applications and the different appendices in regards to family applications, private life, English language, financial, appendix, and all these things made it a lot more simpler to be able to understand your immigration rules. Into going forward, no, hopefully with a digitized system in place, say applications because every application that we do is now online. Whether you are making an application from outside the UK and I say, oh yeah, application from within the UK, most applications are now done online, which is more easier. It's better in terms of documents that open or uploaded, and also more efficient because that way you are able to get a lot more done rather than just doing everything on paper and I say, oh, post, yeah. But it's also good that in terms of those who are looking to bring family members and they are applying under the family route, they also have the fee waiver applications available. So before, no, you wouldn't have been able to apply for fee waiver, for instance, the order will buy air back Chrome her. But now they've made that available as well. Senya nkurɔfoɔ nso betumi ayɛ applications for the fee waiver, and then once they are granted, make the application for entry clearance. Senya ɔmo ba no nso ɛbɛ join ɔmo. So we welcome the digitized way of doing things now, and I know say it will make things a lot easier for people to understand when making applications, and also when it comes to these applications, sometimes I know say they have the priority services available at certain times. It's not all the time I will be a priority service, but where there are priority services available, they will grant those priority services to people who are almost to me etua na almost make a decision no as soon as possible. In terms of in-country applications, no almost say within 24 hours of your biometrics, and nkurɔfoɔ out of the UK no, they are saying say within 5 days of your biometrics no wɔn betumi amake decisions. So we look forward to what the new year would also bring in terms of your immigration laws, and hopefully things will go the way that we are expecting it to go. But in regards to every other thing, saying mekaya no, it's not just immigration. Into say a family law and all issue now share boy and as a share legal advisor with me so abaye home. We also deal with other disputes resolution matters. It's all civil matter now obesa obaye home so with me so ashel. Nti mamenja no wɔ ha dasende mesi dasende new year no 2023 yɛbɛsan ahyia ebio mina mema mu nyinaa nso afihyia pa.
This is Our world. Here we are in our community. There are the laws. There are the regulations. We have BWF Solicitors. BWF Solicitors, experts in all aspects of the law, family law, civil litigation, all immigration and nationality issues, representation in court, marriage and divorce. We pride ourselves to give you excellent legal services and follow through till we get you the right result and decisions. That is our mutual satisfaction. We have a team of excellent qualified solicitors and support team to help you every step of the way. Our senior partner with over 30 years of unbroken service to the community is a member of the Family Law Panel and has advised several lawyers and institutions in many legal matters. He is qualified to practice both in the UK and in Ghana. Come to us. Speak to us. Let us represent you. We are your trusted community partners when it comes to the law. Locate us on the 4th floor of the Anna House, 214 to 218 High Road at Seven Sisters in North London, N15 4NP. Nearest train station, Victoria Line to Seven Sisters Station, exit number 2. We are open for all consultations from Monday to Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Weekends by appointment only. Call us now on 0208 493 7340 or 077 127 61884. BWF Solicitors, your trusted legal partner.